What's up guys, and welcome to the Marathon Experience. My name is Jeremy and today we are day 37 of the 100 days RunStreak challenge, and we're going to talk about something that is part of the background since day one, and it's the book right there. Let's go. I don't know about you, but every time I see a review of a book, that is super detailed and give me every essential ideas contained in the book, I feel like I don't even want to read it anymore because there is no mystery, there's nothing new to discover for me. So instead of doing that, what I would like to do with this book from BELLA MACKIE, I would like to just give you the highlights and mostly give you the keys of what you can find in this book in order to make you decide if this is something that you want to invest your time in to read it. First, most important thing about this book is definitely about coping with mental anxiety or depression. One thing that this book does extremely great is to explain with non-medical term how depression could feel like, and BELLA MACKIE is telling this story from experience. She has faced those anxieties and depression moments in her life, and she wanted to explain how running helped her to get out of this and to cope with those mental illnesses. And you can really feel that 1000% when you're reading the book, that this is coming from experience. Basically, she knows what she's talking about. To the point that even for someone like me, who actually I've never been into any depression or I never had deep anxiety to cope with, but still, after reading this book, I do feel like I understand a lot better people who might be in this situation, and maybe I can adapt now the response that I have to those people in order to help them to get out of it, or just to deal with it in a better way. So without telling you exactly what is it in this book, I just want to mention the fact that BELLA MACKIE really highlighted very well the greatness of running and how running could be a really rich sport. When I mean rich, I mean that there is a lot of things you can take from it. Running can be a daily companion when you run every day like I'm doing at the moment, or running can become a challenge with something extremely far ahead that you're aiming at, to challenge yourself above your current capability. It could be a way to share an experience when you run with a lot of people, when you run in a club or with your family. This is very present in this book. You can feel how great running can do into your life. Also, this book is very much about evolution and growth. How you can start from point A, go to point B, and have all this growth, step by step, baby steps sometimes, very small step, but still moving forward and forward and forward. And at the end, when you look behind and look where you were at point A, now that you are at point B, you realize how far you've come and how much running was helpful in this process. And this is extremely well described by BELLA MACKIE in this book. She also talks about a lot of society subject and how do we treat sports and fitness in society, and especially in school. She talks a lot about the gender differences also, because that is a very important topic, especially for kids or teenagers, and the fact that sometimes when you're a boy you're pushed to be good at sports, but on the contrary, when you're a girl you're not pushed so much for that, and that could be a lack in our current educational system. That's also very well described by BELLA MACKIE, I believe. So overall, I would say that it's really a great book about either mental illness or running, and obviously if you are concerned by those two subjects, it is the book that you have to read. It is one of the best books that I've read about running, honestly, and I've read now quite a bit. One thing that I would recommend very much also is that actually the first time I read this book, I actually listened to it. It's the first book I've ever listened in audiobooks. I don't know if you're using Audible for audiobooks, but if you are, the great thing with this book is that BELLA MACKIE is actually the one narrating it. So you will not only hear about BELLA MACKIE's history, it will be BELLA MACKIE telling you her history, and that's really a great thing. I love when the author himself or herself is reading a book when I listen to audiobooks on Audible. Let me also know if you have already read this book and what you thought about it. Has it helped you in any way, or did it inspire you maybe? I can honestly say that for me it was inspiring. That's it. I hope you liked it. If you did, give me a big thumbs up, and now we can move to the running update of the day. So today on day 37, my weight was surprisingly low. It was at 78 kilograms. That's 172 pounds. And honestly, I don't understand exactly why it's so low. I think it went kind of fast from 80 to 78. like I dropped 2 kilograms in like less than 10 days, which I don't think is really the case. It seems a little pushed, I would say. So although I take it, obviously it's always good to see the number going down in my case, but I also take it with a grain of salt, because yeah, it might be some further adjustment down the line. Also on the running side, we ran with Margot. We actually did it slightly faster than our usual pace. We usually run our 10k together around an hour and 5 minutes, but we made it in around an hour and 2 minutes, mostly sprinting at the end, which was also good for the heart rate a little bit and also pushing the legs slightly more. And that's another 10k in the books. By the way, if you're joining the channel right now, I am in the middle of a 100 days run streak challenge where I run a 10k every single day. I also upload a video on YouTube every single day about my progress, about comments, tips, book reviews. So if you want to be part of the journey, go ahead and hit subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you tomorrow.